Yes, guys, we're learning something Canadian today. It's all the capitals and the provinces. You guys need to know your capitals and your provinces if you live in Canada. So, yeah, Canada. You see, down in here, in this part, I'll give you 10 seconds to figure out what that part is. So, may as well guess it. You've got 10 seconds. If you guessed British Columbia, you are correct. I'll show you the flag. This is the big British Columbia flag, closest to the Pacific Ocean and closest to Britain or the UK. Next is the city I live in, me, Hudson. It's most famous for oil. Right beside BC and right beside the next country I'm gonna tell you. 10 seconds. If you guessed Alberta, that's correct. Alberta is where I am. Click that thumbs up if you got Alberta correct, which will make me happy. Next is the province beside Alberta and beside the next province, which is closest to Hudson Bay. 10 seconds as usual. If you guessed Saskatchewan, you are correct. This is the flag. If you didn't know, it's the most popular place for wheat. And my grandma and grandpa have died here, unfortunately. And my mom was born here. You guys can like the video and comment down below if you know all this or you're sad about it. Next is the province closest to Hudson's Bay in between Saskatchewan and the most popular province and with one of the most popular cities. But ring the ding! If you guessed Manitoba, that is correct. It has one of its most famous cities, Churchill. Via Rail is now running its trains up there. The next province has the exact same flag almost. Next is one of the most biggest provinces and one of the most famous and has the most famous city. 10 seconds. If you guessed Ontario, that is correct. You're doing amazing if you won all of them. So yeah. Next is Next is one of the most biggest provinces, probably the biggest, and it's all French almost. 10 seconds as usual. Sorry for that. guessed Quebec, that is correct. It's French. Most of my nephews, aunts, and uncles live there. Some live where I live. But, yeah. Next is one of the smallest provinces. Yes. 10 seconds. You will find out eventually. If you guessed New Brunswick, that is correct. Here is its flag. It's one of the best cities for sailors. It's one of the closest to the Atlantic Ocean. One of the closest to the US as well. But, yeah. Next up, it is connected to, it's beside one of the best for Scotland. It was named New Scotland as well. I learned that in grade 4. I'm in grade 5 now. But I've been there. Peggy's Cove is cool, just under the capital. But let's get into this guy. 10 seconds. If you said Nova Scotia, you were correct. I have been there. It's fantastic. I've been there with my uncle, my nana, my mom and dad. My brother wasn't born yet by then, but it's beautiful. This province is right on over top of New Brunswick and Nova Scotia. It's the smallest province, but yeah, 10 seconds as usual. I've been doing this in circles 1,000 times. If you guessed Prince Edward Island, you are correct. I don't have much to say about this, but it has the longest name. The capital has the longest name as well. It's the smallest island, and it looks like it was ruled by Britain at one point. But it's a tiny island. It takes place as the smallest. But next one. This one is just above Nova Scotia and Quebec. They have different names, but they're ruled by the same people. The capital is the same for each place. One is connected, one is an island. But 10 seconds. If you guess Newfoundland and Labrador, that is correct. One is an island, one is land. I have literally nothing I can say about this one other than it's a huge fishing place, its capital, and most of the Newfoundland side. But next one. Finally, into the territories. Up north, we have 3 territories. One is not that much of islands. The other is tons of islands. Even the famous Baffin Island. One's beside one of the secret characters I'm going to do in the next episode. You're going to need to check out that one soon. But yeah. 10 seconds. I'm not going to be talking anything about any more because I need enough time to do the capitals. If you guessed Yukon, you are correct. Next one is quite big. 10 seconds. If you guessed Northwest Territories, you are correct. Last one is one of the biggest. 10 seconds. If you guess none of it, you are correct. But I don't have enough time to do the provinces, so this is going to be a part 1. We're going to need to be splitting it into a part 2. So thank you for watching.